Random zaydolla1. What's poppin', y'all? What up, folk? How we living? How we doing? How we chilling? How we doing? How we living? How we chilling? Are we living? Are we chilling? Are we doing anything today? Holla at your boy Zay. What's going on, folk? We are officially live. 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 Y'all want to check the Driposaurus? Yeah, really don't care for clothes. I'll wear the same jeans over and over again. I do not care. As long as they's fresh, I do my laundry though. A lot. But what up, folk? What up, everybody? I hope everybody's chilling. We maintaining life, you know what I'm saying? Doing the best you can in this world. Um, Shout out to Mac Mula. Shout out to End of Sentence. Forgot the boy name. He always does that clap, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out to them. Trap Lord Ross. All those geek dude. That there's a geek dude, I forgot. But shout out to all of them that provide amazing documentaries or just amazing information on, street life. But what up, folk? How y'all doing? We just rolling up. We making sure everything is proper. But Glock 9, he's a Florida artist, got signed to Young Money for $2 million. He is now about to serve 50 years. Let's see how that case develops. They hit him with the RICO charges, y'all. I told you about the RICO. Christy! Yeah, Chris. What up, ma? How you doing? Good morning to you. I hope you got your little coffee, maybe a little tea, or a little bagel or something. But good morning, Christy. Don't mind the salt and pepper. I'm just growing it out. I want to see what the beard looks like on the grimace. But hi, how you doing today? I hope all is well, Christy. But yeah, I was just gonna start talking about like there's various documentaries going on, and that'll be a fun. Thank you, I appreciate you. Yo, can we all agree that New Year's Eve partying needs to stop? Like, people are dying, drunk drivers. Yo, one of the wildest things. So, me and baby boo, wifey, we're shopping and stuff like that. This is New Year's Eve. There was a truck with like a bed, and on the bed he had a motorcycle destroyed, and there was a sign that said, "Last year a drunk driver killed my son." And you're like, yo, you know what I mean? Like that us saying it, like, people are just like, yeah, but when it hits home, you're like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, wow, man. So I'm glad everybody is still alive. 2026, we start, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure for 2027, you stay your ass home. You know what I mean? We're not spring chickens anymore. I gotta stay my ass home. I am not getting shot for some bullshit. But yeah, it was a rapper, X the Plug. He was chilling. His man, the Wizard, got hit in the head. They saying he's gone, but I hope he's not. You know what I mean? But just be careful, everybody. That's all I wanted to say. Random. And yeah, besides that, tell me why I started watching Fantastic Four. What up, Caden? How you doing? It's all good. It's all good, Caden. Some people wake up, you know what I'm saying, with that. Yeah, like there's certain activities that you're just like, nope, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? But yeah, just be careful, be wary and be on alert. That's all you could do in this world, you know what I mean? But yeah, there's a lot of activities that the spring chicken in me is not doing no more. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, we had the little ones come over, and we were no, you're okay, Caden. Caden, talk your stuff. You know what I mean? Just let it out, and then come back to reality, and I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Caden, to hear that. I hope grandma is in a better place. You know? At least she got to the grandma stage. There's some people that don't even pass 18. You know what I mean? So shout out to grandma. I hope she's in a better place. And yeah. Christy, no way. Yo, I need women and men to. Sorry, Caden, about that. But Christy, isn't that wild that like they put our bodies through vigorous, and your body, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like it's just, you know, and people don't understand your hips. Your hips, they're very important, very important. You know, sleeping, their back, like your hip is just in a. Oof! I'm glad you got your. I hope everything heals proper. You know what I mean? See? Yes, I do. Cypress Hill was insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Remember that dude with the voice? But yeah, man, take care of your body. Be careful. And that's another thing. You could take care of your body, but the way life is like they have us performing. Yo, how many times you're at a job and your job says this, and your boss wants you to do that. And you know, we're good people, we're good humans, so we do that, and then we injure ourselves, and now we're fucked. What up, Large? Insane in the, yo, yeah, Large. Yo, shout out to Large, shout out to Christy, and of course, Caden. Rest in peace to his grandma. Carlos! What up, Papi? How you doing, Pa? I hope everybody chilling. Yeah, smoking that, you know what I mean? You know how that go, Christy. But, yeah, there was like, they just got us performing weird shit nowadays. Your job and title says this. That's why the generation got smarter a little bit. Because they're like, wait a minute. You told me you hired me for this. Why am I lifting fucking boulders? Like, I remember I was a hostess, dishwasher. Let's just say dishwasher, busboy, right? In the restaurant. Tell me why my boss is like, oh, can you lift these boulders and throw them in the dumpster over there? I'm like, no, unless you pay. He gave me more. Like, no, I'm not gonna put my body injure myself. Then I have to call out, and now you're not gonna pay me for those days. And I swear to God, there was this. I remember in 2000 when. People don't understand this. Minimum wage was $7.25, $7.50, right, Christy? I'm not saying, you know what I mean. But there was a point where minimum wage was 7 something. Everything was copacetic. The prices were low, rent was low, everything was good. As soon as they raised that bad boy to 10, 15, I swear to God, the greedy fucking corporation owners were like, fine, we gave you some pennies. Now we gotta equate it. So what happened in 2000 when everybody got 15, 20 or whatever the cool price was, it streamlined, meaning like it was good. Like middle class was doing great. We were eating, 08, 09. Remember, after 2001, they were just giving anybody a house. Hey, what's your, where do you work? Oh, I work at Domino's. Yeah, you could have this 5-bedroom, 2-bath. What? You know what I'm saying? As long as you put down 2 bed, like, yo, they just started giving houses, which imploded the housing market, just like with the cars now. They gave everybody cars who they didn't check their finances. You know what I mean? And of course, in the beginning, you know, COVID money, people were paying that $1,000 for that nice truck and all that shabazz. But now, money slowed down. Cars are getting repoed like no other. It's one of the saddest things. I'm actually seeing cars. Yo, be careful for the cars that have all those cameras on them. I thought it was Google, but it's actually tow truck company cars that go in parking lots and just take pictures of various license plates. And then if it's a license plate that owes, it pops up, bing, 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 bing. He calls, hey, I got a car in Walmart. That nigga flies. Remember, these tow truck guys make a nice percentage off of that car. You know what I'm saying? Because the bank is like, bring us the car. We want that piece of metal. And you know what I don't like? Just like with housing, they'll take the car, nobody buys it, then the car goes to junk. Just leave the car with the person who is using it. Leave the fucking house with people that are using it. People rather have a house empty than have people in it. They rather be like, no, rent is $2,500. If you dropped it to $1,800, I bet people would be living there. Nope, $2,500. They rather have it empty. And what happens with empty places? You have to upkeep. You have to, you have to turn on the lights, the heat. You have to make sure the house is alive. You know what I mean? But it's just wild, 2026, I feel like it's gonna be a great one, but already the news is fibbly flabbly. Christy, you have it, yo. You always say awesome shit. That is exactly like my wife with the earth. Like, we don't, like, my dad told me this. He was like, why are tornadoes stronger? Why is the weather in general stronger? Like, when it rains, it's stronger rain. Because the earth is like, the earth always did this. It always washed away the we're the parasites. The little fleas that are on your dog, or lice in your hair. That's us on earth. And instead of treating the earth like land, like, remember, the Aztecs lived for thousands of years because they were doing right by when they killed the animal, they used the whole animal. They used the everything. Make it clap, 8, 6, 7, 6, 7, clap, 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 clap. Yeah, we in the building, older. 071, what up, But yeah, man, just treat the earth right, man. The earth is alive, and it hears us. It knows what's going on, and it washes away the Fukushima, the thing, when, in wherever that was, Japan or somewhere, where the whatever, Fukushima just destroyed, like, the water tsunami. It doesn't want these things on its back. Like, it's like, get off. But yeah, shout out to people that realize that earth is everything, y'all. zaydolla1 random, we in the building. What up, folks? I saw that they leaked footage from Doomsday, the new Marvel movie. And if you don't watch, if you don't watch it in full, all the movies, there's characters. So long story short, in Thunderbolts, there's a very strong character, a guy that he's in Doomsday. So it's cool that I saw Thunderbolts. And I started watching Fantastic Four. Pretty good movie. Didn't think it would be, but a pretty fucking cool movie. And it pieced together a lot more things that are going on in the Marvel Universe. I love movies that connect. Stephen King, thank you for providing us with, what was this? Sleep. What was that movie? Sleep something, Shining. He has The Dairy, all these movies connect. They have, it's beautiful. I love, Adam Sandler has a universe just like that, where everything kind of connects. Characters are in certain movies. I love shit like that. So shout out to Adam Sandler. Shout out to Stephen King, and of course you got Marvel and DC and all that cool shit. But yeah, I love movies that connect and like piece together. Yeah, Nathan in the building. That's a factory, Nathan. Stephen King is the GOAT. Yo, my man, and remember, he wrote The Shining, and then it's called The Shine. The Shine is the thing that was used in this movie or this show, or with their I love it. I love shit like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, all these movies that connect, and what I'm saying, they just flow like water. That's me, water. You ever read The Institute by him? No, not gonna lie. I hate people that lie, but I will put that. Let me take a picture of that. Pow, Institute. My brainium cranium is not so good, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think they're gonna make that. Yes, please, because Castle Rock. Of course, Derry was so fucking amazing. Nathan, Derry, Christy, if you haven't saw Derry, it's Welcome to Derry. It's on HBO. You know what I mean? It's a cool show, but it connects a lot of Stephen King's universe. Like I said, Castle Rock. You have you know, I saw that. What's the one? It was called Sleep. It's the one that was like literally The Shining, meaning like in that movie he goes back to the hotel where The Shining was. Yo, in the movie, there's a part where he goes into the bathroom uh where he puts his head through the thing and like he said, I forgot the line. I'm so fucking burnt out, but here's Johnny. You know what I mean? Like when he was breaking it with the axe. So he goes back, Dr. Sleep, Nate. Ah, ha, ha. Dr. Sleep was crazy. And they called it The Shining, the thing that they amazing. And it references the Dark Tower. All that shit comes together in that movie. Amazing. And they even call it, yep, here's Johnny. Yeah, Christy. Yo, they actually have yeah, it's amazing. You know what I mean? I love things that connect. But Doctor Sleep, it's just showed a lot. Yeah, that's the kid from The Shining, all grown up. Yo, and it was, and then the grip. Yo, I don't even. Yo, people watch Doctor Sleep. It's kind of long, but it's worth it. It's a good movie from beginning to end. And if you like Stephen King, man, and mind you, I'm old school '80s baby, so I read these books. The Odyssey, the new movie that's coming out. I read that book a million times when I was younger. There was a pirate book I used to read, like about pirates. I forgot that. Yo, there was so many cool books besides Moby Dick, besides you know, Peace and whatever. All those, you know, those main you know, Tom Sawyer. All those cool books that were known. It was like if I got into like Vlad the Impaler, the real Dracula. You know what I mean? Like just books, like just, yo, books have so much information, and if you have an imagination, you will literally get lost in that book. Like, woo! I love it. But reading is like, there's no. That's why I love kids that like, they go, yo, you saw The Hobbit? Did you read the books? Because there's certain, and I'm like, no, I like, you know what I mean? I love people that read. So shout out to readers. Y'all gotta understand when you read it increases your vocabulary too. So let's say you hit a word. In my day, you would hit a word. Right next to me would be a thesaurus or a dictionary. Look up the word, and now gregarious or whatever word is in your, you know, in your sphere now. But shout out to readers. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to read. And I don't like the percentage of, you know, kids are reading at a 4th grade level that are in high school now. So pick up a book. It's not bad. We got to bring back the source. We got to make it look cool. You know what I mean? That's all the kids like. Is like, oh, is it cool? So yeah, reading will always be legit. That's why if you follow my videos, I go to the Huntington Library a lot. I love that place. You know what I mean? I love history. Even though it's his story, I love information. Information is key. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, brother. You are on point with that. Have a good day, boss. Nathan, thank you for your time. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I could say, man. You cool people. Thank you for being on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to get everybody different perspective and understand we are more alike than we think. You know what I mean? But shout out to Dr. Sleep. And remembering that, Nathan, you have a great day. You and the fam bam. Happy New Year 2026. Thank you. That's a heart, baby. That's a heart for you, Nathan. You have a great day, too. See? And that's Christy. This is it. It's tangent, baby. When this starts rolling in, yes, that check coming to your front door. You hurt? But I appreciate you, Christy, always. But yeah, man, we gotta like, there's a feeling about helping, doing it together. You know what I mean? Not back. Nah, you good, Christy. You know what I mean, though. Just like, you know what I mean, though. Like your support, that's how much it makes me feel that like you should be rewarded. You know what I mean? But domo arigato. You know what I mean? Namaste and all that cool shit. But yeah, like it's nothing better when things go tangent, you know, work hand in hand, like you said, like one hand washes the other, like you said, like it's just a beautiful thing. And it's also beautiful when you remember what people say, so you could, you know, make them feel like, hey, I'm not just chomping my gums. I'm really, you know what I'm saying? But I always like appreciate you. But yeah, man, reading is there's nothing like reading. There's nothing like educating yourself. It used to be cool. Yeah, we used to call them nerds, but guess what? We used to copy off of the nerds test. We used to ask the nerd, can you help me be my tutor? So yes, there was, you know what I mean. And then and it's funny because in school we all knew, yo, the nerd is gonna, they're gonna grow up, get a great job, you know what I'm saying, and be successful. So we got to bring back nerd and like, hello, Paulo. Yeah, hello, Paulo. Ha ha ha. What up, Hello in the building? What's going on, Pa? I hope you're doing good. Happy 2026. Yo, that's what I mean. My community is just, it makes me happy. I'm so happy, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, shout out to everybody. We're just talking our shit. I'm making sure everybody understand how powerful reading is. Reading is very powerful. You know what also is powerful? By being bilingual or multi languages. Like that is another beautiful thing. When I meet people that are that can converse in Latino, English. You know, American is the predominant language around the world. You know what I mean? It's so funny that we made everybody learn our language but couldn't fucking learn theirs. But I always wanted to learn Chinese, Japanese, you know, and that's the thing. Even with Latinos, you have Mexican, Colombian, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Chile, Peruvian, all these various Latinos that all have different dialects, just like the Asian culture, Japanese, Chinese. So when you're younger, you just think, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, nope. And even wilder is Latin. The Latin language is one of the oldest languages. That's why in Italian and Chinese, you like I've heard people speak Chinese and understood what they're saying because of certain key words. You know what I'm saying? But language is fucking amazing, y'all. Learn something. Ain't nothing wrong with learning something. Remember, we only have one of these lives. You know what I mean? It's better to put, instead of TikTok videos and caca, Canada too. Canada, yo, Canada, first of all, Canada is such a small nation, but big at heart. Like, that's why, like, I don't understand why they always make Canada go with America like this weird clash. We used to have this hockey war with you guys, but Canada is, before they let the immigrants in there and kind of messed it up like they're doing all these weird countries, Canada was maple syrup and they brought us South Park and yeah, Canada, shout out to Canada. That's all I got to say. Shout out to Canada. Canadians, baby. So I went to Canada. I did it this way. We went to Detroit, and there's a casino that's on the verge, on the line of Detroit and Canada. But you could go into that casino, and now you're in Canada. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's back in the days. But I think they closed that, like, you know, you need passport, obviously. But yeah, shout out to Canada, man. Canada's very beautiful, very cold, nice weather, and I love places like California and Canada where they actually take care of the animals. They have certain laws passed to save certain creatures from extinction. So, yeah, shout out to Canada. And yeah, man, just read, educate yourselves. Understand that like life is about information, man, and that's the thing. They know so much information. I've got Canada weather in Upper Michigan. Yup. That Detroit, that's why that cusp of Detroit and Canada. Remember, Canada's very cold, snowy, you know what I'm saying? But back in the days, in the year 2004, I believe, 5, I went with my homie. We went to Detroit, hung out there, and then we snuck into Canada via the casino, which is dope as hell. You know what I mean? Like, I love, like, ain't nothing like going to pay for one movie and seeing two. Right or wrong, y'all. Right or wrong. You know what I mean? But wow, Christy, 10 hours. And that might seem like that is a drive. Actually, let's be real. That's a fucking drive. But you're like in a nice region. Don't put, you know what I'm saying? But 10 hours, so yeah. Maybe, you know, Vegas, you could hit Vegas. Like, you're probably 10 hours all around New York City. Like, I don't know. But yeah, 10 hours is Shout out to Detroit. Yo, let me tell you, I went to Detroit when Detroit was, the money was so bad that they literally at 10, 11 o'clock, you know how certain cities have lights? They shut the lights off to save money. So it was dark, dark, like scary dark. And the only lights would be for like the liquor store would have this big radiant light you can see from fucking 500 miles away. And you're like, oh, that's the liquor store. But yeah, I went to Detroit, had fun. There was a lot of buildings that had columns, a lot of Arabic people there too. I didn't know that there's a community of Arabs there too. I think there's communities of every culture everywhere, you know what I mean? But I like how the Asians or the Jewish community, they actually, like, every city has like a Chinatown, you know what I'm saying? Like, fun fact, did you know your brain is more active at night because, drum roll, I do know that I always was fascinated with dreams and sleep state. You know what I mean? It's making the next day. That's fucking dope as hell. Hello! We in the building. Hello. LOL. LOL. Yeah. But something fascinating about that sleep state. And a lot of more information is coming out how, like, the body literally goes somewhere else. Like, our subconscious, you know what I mean? But shout out to my cousin. He's the one that got me into outer body experience, y'all. So 1994-5, I would stay at my cousin's house. He would lay us down. He would tell you, clear your mind, no thoughts, don't lie to yourself either. Don't lay and say, yeah, my mind's clear, but you're thinking, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your mind is fully clear. Lay down. There was this music or this guy's voice we would hear. It would say, count from 10 to 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And you start feeling your body almost levitating. I swear to God, it's crazy shit. But he was able to levitate out of his body, look down, look at his body, float around. That's how good he got at it, and come back down. It's almost like remote viewing. You know what I mean? I'm going to check out how much subscribers you have. Thank you, Hollow. I think I'm on the 218. Once I hit 500 and get like 1 million things, I should be monetized. We almost there, everybody. It's been 2 strong months of you guys supporting me and being champions, and me just being consistent and having the time. And like I said, I'm going to create an intro video. You're going to see me stabilize more. I'm going to get like a computer, a nice little desk. But you have 220. You need like 4. No. Yeah. I got you, Christy. But yeah, I'm climbing the ladder. Like I said, I thank all you guys. I thank all of you fucking guys for the thumbs up, for the sharing, for the interaction. With everything you guys are doing is making my channel grow steadily but surely. And because I'm Zay, I'm very consistent. I always finish what I start. Remember that, guys. You always finish what you start. That's why I don't put too many eggs in one basket. I might put 2, accomplish 1, and then I could go on to the next egg. I have my own channel. Yes, you do, Hollow. I've been on your joint. Hollow. You know what I'm saying? I've been on Christie's. I seen somebody else that has like a female that does a joint too. So yeah. Who else? Mackie. We all know Mackie, right, Christy? So I love that this is the community I wanted to grow. I want us to exactly do that. Support each other. And you know what? Like, I always have this theory. If 1 million people sub to 1 million people, like just 1 million, and we all liked, and so that's all we got to do. Like, so like the first 100 of us likes 100, like 50 people, and then the other, like, you know what I'm saying, just like and support, and everybody would be monetized. You know what I mean? What? Hello? I think I definitely sub to you, man. I don't want to touch anything because you know how YouTube is. You touch something and wee. But after this, I'm definitely check it out, and But I swore, yeah, I think I sub. Because like I say, I go to my thing and whoever subs to me, I just sub to them without doubt. And then when I go into my YouTube, their videos pop up in my thread now, your feed. But yeah, man. Yeah, Christy. Yeah, now you got three, Pape. Trust me. Consistency, Hollow. Think of a topic, think of a flow, think of your little swag, whatever you like to do. Me, I like to talk. I like to show off my travelings with nature. Not even my clothes, sneakers. This ain't that channel. I'm not showing jewelry, none of that. This is more about us and growing and showing you guys that you could hit this age of 43 and actually live tranquilo, which means easy, relaxed. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to always be frantic. They want you to lose your brain in this world. But yeah, man, we always, she left. Nah, Christy's still here. The numbers are weird, Hollow. Christy is always like, I swear, man, she's one of them ones. Like, I'm able to go right to it being a mod. Yeah. She back. She always, like I said, Christy is always one of the illest supporters. You know what I mean? And I don't know. You know what I love? I love when opposite sex people can just be humans. Like, I don't like that there's always, oh, that's a girl. No, man, that's a female. You respect her. You treat her with respect. You know what I'm saying? And that's all you got to do, fellas. When you see women, don't automatically think, oh, no. Let me tell, like I always say, females are the best friends for guys because prospectively they're more emotional intact, so they could hit us with the, yo, relax, you know what I mean? Don't overthink shit, you know what I mean? Get on your ball, your game. And that's why women are very, like, not harsh, but they want the best out of man. So when they meet a guy and he's not doing his best, they kind of, fuck him, you know what I'm saying? So men, strive for greatness. They love that. Yeah, that's irritating. I don't see why opposite sexes are today. They can't talk without anything sexual going on. Yeah, and like, there's no underlining. They shouldn't be. Whatever we have in common, that's amazing. I don't need my wife to think that, so she knows her husband. She knows that I'm a solid creature. And I always been in relationships. I always was solid. Like, I'm too dumb to multi-date. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call you another name. I don't want to disrespect you, so I don't do it. So, stick with one is better, y'all. I'm telling you, the way STDs are flying, HIV. I just looked at New York and Texas. They're like, the numbers of AIDS and HIV, it's like, I don't want to go to Texas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And it makes life, I'm telling you guys, when you find your one and you treat her and don't cheat, I'm telling you, it makes life better, man. It makes life better. And you can have females as friends. It makes it even more better because now you could, your mom, your wife or your significant other sees, oh shit, he could be around women and not be a slut, basically, you know? You don't ever want that card, gentlemen. You don't ever want to be the guy that every party he's trying to holler at everything that moves. Relax, you know what I'm saying? It's okay that you don't, smash everything that moves. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay. I did abstinence for like 2 years. One of the best times of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, not dealing with nobody. Just focusing on Zay. Oh, it's a Bluntosaurus. Do not do this, Hollow Palo. In fact, let me put that down because I don't like smoking with Hollow here. I'll smoke this nasty cigarette, but yep. So basically, I only smoke little hits while I do my little pod, and then this same thing would be around later tonight when I smoke it to go to sleepy, and it helps with my pain a little bit, you know what I mean? And I don't like the older you get, your back, it is true, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, the opposite sex, Let's talk about that. It is a beautiful thing when you can converse with somebody and they're the opposite, and all you guys do is laugh and joke and have a great time without there being anything sexual around it. And yo, you know what's funny? They always said when you have friends, don't have sex with them because it'll ruin the friendship, and people don't get it. It does. I've seen plenty of friends that as soon as they cross that path, now they're not friends no more. It's like you guys were the coolest shit. She's still here, pa. Trust me. She's a watcher. She has her. I know she has her own life. You know, she has a kid. So she's very. I think she said a 4-year-old, but Christy's always here, man. She's a great supporter. Let's just say. You know what I mean? You're a good kid, Hollow. You're a good kid. Like you're like very. You got a nice heart, dude. Cause I see how you're talking. Like, where's you're very concerned. You want my. You love when my room is filled with Damians and everybody W's and it. So you're a cool kid, man. Stay like that. You know what I mean? If I could give you the illest gem, don't let this world change you to somebody you're not. Do not allow this world to change you to be something or someone you're not. That's all I gotta say. Because you know, you know how your parents be like, I remember when you were, they know when you're using drugs. They know when bad stuff is going on in your life. They know because they know you. You know what I mean? So just be you. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are different. It's okay to be different. You know what I mean? And I love the whirlwind because you kids dress how you want to dress. You act like, you know what I mean? So I dig that aspect about life. Is like, in my day, they used to separate us from jocks to smart kids to bad kids. Nobody knows you like your parents. That is the best statement. It's official. It is. And we need to bring more awareness to the parents. Like, we need to be like, yo, guys, start treating your parents. And parents, if you're not doing the right thing, it is what it is. But we got to be parents. Let's not be friends. You have to be parents first. I see a lot of parents want to be their kid's friend, and then the kid walks all over them. No, you got to be a mom or a dad. Yeah. BC, my nigga in the cribbo. Dímelo, dímelo, dímelo. My man BZ in the crib. W's. But yeah, I was the same. I was the kid. I love you too, pa. You know I always love you, pa. I'm in Cali now, pa. You gonna make a visit. I know you will. But yeah, man, like I was saying, it's like just like my nigga just got my heart going. I love you, BZ. Yeah, fucking that's exactly how it was, Christy. Like bouncing in various groups and like, yo, I remember this little Chinese kid that didn't understand in my high school. He didn't understand the language, but I always, like, kids would try to skip him in the line in lunch. I always was like, and remember when I was the cool kid, so being popular, kids used to look at where's Zay going? I hung with everybody. I show love to everybody. I didn't submit to one group. I wasn't just football. I was everywhere, and it's the better thing to do that. You know what I'm saying? I showed my heart then, and I'm still showing my heart now. You know what I mean? I lead with this. That's why it got me here. You know what I mean? Like, it got me to this place. You gotta lead with the heart, y'all. And my man BZ know we always, yo, BZ, compadre, dímelo, 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 ¿qué está pasando? Aight then, we from Dykeman. Aight then, from Dykeman. Thank you, Hollow. Somebody's in and out. It's probably my people. Let's go. You already know, pa. So traveled, made my way, got married. Now I'm in California. But I have been privileged to be with somebody that actually is giving me the time now. When I was at my mom's crib, there was always noise. You know what I mean? So it's dope that I'm I could do what I gotta do now. You know what I mean? So I always talked about my podcast. I finally got it. Salute to you, compadre. I hope everything great with you. I always ask D Block. You know what I'm saying? You know I always love you, pa. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's never gonna change us. I was just talking about you the other day. I was like, yo, me and my mans would stay up all night blowing it. That's why I don't understand the new weed, how the new weed got niggas tired now. Because back then we used to smoke L after L, laughing. You know what I'm saying? Max B finally came home. You know, we was on that wave a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I defeated my little ill thing. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just fucking sober with the Elatorius. I still find the connect in Cali, you know what I'm saying, to get the herbalization. But yeah, man, there was nothing. You can't separate our memories, B. We was them guys, yo. You can't fully trust those numbers. We got 3 commenting, but only showing 1 or 2. Yep, Christy knows. Christy knows. Sometimes, yo, Hollow, on guard, I be having 15 people in here, and it showed 5. It's like, I feel like they deter the numbers because they want people not to be consistent. To be like, oh, I only got 5, I'm going to stop doing this. Nope. Even if I have 1. Y'all know I be in here talking my shit dolo. You know what I'm saying? I talk to myself. You know what I mean? But ain't nothing like, you know, friends, family. And let me tell you about BZ. Me and my mans, we been family before friends. We met in high school. We doing about 30 years on niggas. You know what I mean? So ain't nothing like family, friends. You know what I'm saying? And we been through the gauntlet, y'all. I'm talking about the gauntlet of life. You know what I mean? And the fact that we still here and my compadre still look. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know. But I'm just, you know, I'm happy for everybody. You know, D Block. I want everybody to, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know how life is, compadre. They gave us the short end of the stick and they wanted us to paddle the boat. And when we did it, they were still mad at us. How we was the only niggas working. Let me tell you, y'all. Me and BZ, since high school, as soon as we was the only, everybody got to play, got to go to college, got to live. Yo, from 17, 18, we've been goddamn working since now. You know what I mean? So we know the gauntlet. We know how this world gets. We know how, you know what I'm saying, it tries to play people against each other. We know all that. You know what I'm saying? And nothing like RS11, nigga. Random. So, yo, me and my man's BZ, I remember going over there and he blessed me with the RS11. That shit had me laughing, giddy. I was out of here. And Christy, Hollow, if you guys ever want to know anything about the coin industry, stocks, go to QBZ News. You know what I'm saying? I think me and him already lined up. But follow his joint. He's everywhere like me. You know what I'm saying? Cool Spanish nigga. And he was on top of that wave way before. You know what I'm saying? And word, man. You gotta support your and that was the thing about me. I didn't just hear shit and let it. Every time my boys, my family, you know what I'm saying, D Block, BZ, every time they spoke, my antennas was up. And I always was supporting them. I always wanted them to be the best they could be in life. You know what I'm saying? However I could be in their life, I was always, like Zay might have seemed like I was stagnant, but I was growing. I was doing me, you know what I'm saying? But I always wanted my team to grow. You know what I'm saying? Always. That's all we've been doing, by elevating. And I'm glad now we actually getting a little bit more. Oh, them niggas was doing it since goddamn day one. We've been ahead of the wave. Make America wavy again. You heard? We've been doing that. Everything from the fashion, motorcycles, the cars. We were ahead of our goddamn time. And if we had a little bit more stability, we would have been the Kaisanat with all that. And you know how we was. We would have, Jimmy, everybody would have been eating, nigga. But I'm glad that today, 2026, that's a good number. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 6, that's 10. That's a 10. And you drop the 0, that's a 1. That power number, you heard? Always do your math, ladies and gentlemen. That's one thing I gave busy. Always paying his bills. Always, yo, my man was doing adult shit when me, D-Block, didn't want to do that shit. Had the whip, had the crib. So always was motivated with my nigga Beezy. You heard? Let's get them bells ringing. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. Ah! Look, let me go down in my stairs over here. Look. Hey, nigga got stairs. You already know how we get down. You gotta meet the wife. Yup. Thank you, Christy. Great minds think alike. You heard? So, bye. Christy's been a day one supporter. She's been rocking with the kid. She's basically my friend. And always spoke about my Hollow. I love you, Hollow. Keep doing you, man. Keep telling me who's in the building. Hollow. That's my moderators, you heard? But yeah, man, I met somebody that is the fucking, you know me, with my heart. I've been dying to meet somebody that I could just share this with. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, me and BZ, we done lived I won't say hard times because we made it look good. That's all it was. Like, we really did. We made the hardest times look good. But a lot of people took our swag, took our sauce, and they understood how we were really tranquilo humans, bro. You know what I mean? See? News, yo, Christy! Yo, that really is his John, Christy. News. That's a factory. You know what I mean? And if you know our names actually like zaydolla1, because I used to get dollars, and QB always on top of his shit. You heard? That's my nigga QBZ. We known each other for 30, 20, like 30 years, y'all. Like, I want to say 14, 15, like junior year, sophomore year, because of D-Block. We've been rocking since then, man. When I was down and out homeless, BZ was the crib I was at. Whenever I needed somewhere to go, whenever situations, BZ was always there for me, y'all. Always remember that, because I didn't, you know what I mean? Never forget, you know what I'm saying, what people do for you, because they don't have to, and it's like, it's always good to have friends that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, random, like, we talking here, like, that's the multitude about, like, I want my channel to be like a channel, like you flicking through the channel. So if you look through all my videos, they weird. Me gaming, me, you know, at this place, I'm over here, at Universal, I'm with the wifey, like, I'm with the baby, like, I just sharing is caring, y'all. That's what I always knew. And because, so I landed in California. I brought 2 packs of Newports with me because, you know, Newports is a New York thing. They banned menthol in California. So I got to smoke these weird cigarettes. They call Montegos or some weird shit like that. They kind of like Newports, you know what I'm saying? They're the same price, $12. Well, you know, the cheapy packs. But yeah, man, I'm eventually going to start with the cigarettes, y'all. You know, I got a couple weird tattoos. The arm, you know what I'm saying? Got this that Cuco nigga right there. Got the Brooklyn, the train. And then I wrote my name Zay over here. Didn't come out that good, but you know. And of course, you know, the one on the neck. You know what I'm saying? Last I heard, you was through with the you know, the coin joint, and I've been watching Bitcoin, you know what I'm saying? Do its little wild joint. And yeah, man, I just like I said, after Staten Island and then the move to you, back to the crib made me almost lose my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm 40 years old, and you know how your mind could get the best of you. And yo, I know. Yo, Pai, trust me, you the Paul Logan of the John. Actually, is that my cat? So, yo, I got this cat that I feed. You know, I always be helping. I got the black one I bring indoors, and then that one I just feed. You know what I mean? Elizabeth Anton Afton, Mr. Afton. Yup. I'm watching you, Hollow. But yeah, man, I love cats. You know what I'm saying? And I got a joint about cats, the eyes, and the true meaning. So, Dito and cats. People don't understand why men have cats. Because dogs a little bit more like we would love a dog, but if you're working a cat, you can just leave in the crib, feed it, and they Gucci. But cats, let me tell you, you be in the crib dolo, that motherfucker look at you and know all your shit. Like the cat looking at you like, yo, you right? You good? And don't let this, let me tell you, something about that voice in you is it don't tell you the right things. I noticed that since high school. When you taking a test and you like, it's A, and then you think, nah, it's C, and then you go C, it was A the whole time because your mind playing with you. You know what I'm saying? Christy, what's the movie where remember there was a movie where it looked like the cat was taking your breath, but it was really saving you from the trolls? I think cat eyes. Juliet! Hello, we in the building. Now we getting formulated. Yeah, W's. But yeah, man, this channel is just like me bugging out, me talking my shit. I always had the gift of gab. And, my baby moms popped in yesterday. My wife usually be in here, you know what I'm saying, on the little low ski, you know what I'm saying? She's at work. So right now she's the worker, and I appreciate that, like, so much about her. And I've been here for like 2-3 months. We're married, and I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to get my life in order, y'all. And I know it's like a late stage. I should have been, but people don't understand when men date women and we break up, men have to start from zero. You know what I mean? We have to start again. So just imagine if you have 5 relationships, you starting over and over and over. But yeah, man, shout out to the women that do the right thing by men, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. Shout out to my wife, man. She be grinding like a motherfucker. She's smart and the brainium. That's why I always needed BZ. I always needed a woman I could converse with. You know what I'm saying? I'm a talker. You know what I mean? I don't like being quiet. I don't like quietness means your mind is thinking and something is not right. You know what I mean? When you talking and everything is flowing and vibing, all right, so that's what it is. You know what I mean? Salute to the strongness. You see what I mean, Hollow? It say one person, but Christy, all of y'all still in here. It's weird, YouTube. You ain't playing me, YouTube. Random. YouTube could suck, And then stop. But yeah, man. What else? I've been watching. We've been doing what's that? The Avatar movie. I was gonna take her I took her to go see Wicked. Our anniversary is September 5th. That's a good number. 5 alive. You know what I'm saying? I was born March 5, so it's a very, very, very important number. And that's it. I just been trying to do the best as I can, and I know my flaws. I know who's in front of me in the mirror. I know how much excellence I can do, and that's the most important thing, y'all, is when you could know you. Know you first before jumping in relationships. Know you first before venturing in this landscape we call Earth. You know what I mean? Because once you got you down pat, nothing could infiltrate your barrier, you heard? Because you that guy, you that woman, you know what I mean? But shout out to everybody, W's in the chat. I always wanted to say chat, like Kasana and Speed and all them boys. And I manifested it. I told myself in New York, one day I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to be like, what up, chat? And everybody just zoning with me. So manifestation is real, I'm telling y'all. So always think greatness. Always think greatness. Don't let this mind play with y'all. Don't let it tell you you can't. Or no. It's yes, yes, yes. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody rocking with the kid. I always love your support. I always dig it. Random. Let's talk about 50 Cent and Papoose. What's going on here, 50? And you saw how quick he jumped the Pap. Because, Fabulous gave him the... he said, we looking fly. You can't swat us. Dun, 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 from Prada to that. Fabulous. Yo, and Fabulous is one of them ones that's like, yo, nobody played with him because we all knew. Niggas even play with Eminem, and M to me is like the pen king. You know what I'm saying? But yo, nobody played with Fab, man. Nobody played with Fab. Yo, nobody plays with that guy. I don't care about Finesse 2 Times, Honeycomb Brazy, all these new, even Offset, all them. Nope, you're not fucking with official niggas from the 90s. Okay? Fabulous, Lloyd Banks, Nas Escobar, Eminem, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes. Do I have to keep going? Yo, that's our starting lineup, nigga. I don't think, yo, Kendrick who? Nigga, we been had Kendricks with, who was them boys that been doing Mos Def? Remember Mos Def had that little squad? Farrah what was that? Yo, all I know is niggas, Joe Buttons. Nigga, yo, been demolishing the pen game. And if you want to go 50 Cent with the melodies, and we had 50, we had Max Bigavell, Cameron, Jim Jones, Dipset. You know I've been Dipset since, you know what I'm saying? Yay high, you heard? But yeah, man, like the game, like they messed up the game so bad with the drill scene, you know what I'm saying? And they try to act like, yo, let me tell you, if you do statistics, the killings were worse, but the difference is there was no killing kids. There was no killing women. There was none of that. Motherfuckers, if you had beef with somebody and you with your moms, niggas would be like, yo, yeah, they do the grill eye, but niggas let you go. Now you trying to, niggas airing out killing kids. Come on, goofios, let's wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wake up. Big guys, big guy, SpongeBob, big guy. Hollow, stay doing him. I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Just be you. That's all I can say. When you come in this channel, be you. Let yourself be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Motherfucking Fabulous in that booth. And let me tell you, they had all 4 of them from Mano. It was Mano, Jim, Dave, and then they ended it with Fab. Because they know the cherry on top of that cake, baby. But we used to buy an album, open it, look at the book, motherfucking put the joint in and listen to it beginning to end. Hello, domo arigato. Have a good day, hello, 2026. Remain in your, you know what I'm saying, in your realm. Stay positive, manifest greatness. Stay positive, manifest greatness. Hello, 676, out of here, hello, Paulo. Have a good one, Pop. You have a great day, Hollow. But yeah, man, this channel is just me bugging out, me telling y'all, if y'all listen, dropping gems galore. But yeah, man, everything is everything. The movie game is gonna look crazy. 2026, we got Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out. I think that's why they did that, the 666 type shit. Ooh. Right now I'm playing Star Wars Outlaws because it's on sale on PlayStation. Crossing Souls is 74 cents on PlayStation. It's a little goofy game, but 74 cents. And I bought Suicide Squad. It's $5.90 or $5.70. So I bought basically 3 games for $30. Can't get mad at me. And I think it was like 38, but whatever. I say 28, but 30 because of the tax. But yo, Hollow, you have a great one. Peace. I appreciate you, compa. You already know how we get down, pai. Love you, nigga. Miss you, bro. And my baby girl, like I said, man, you'll talk to my wife, man. She's great, man. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find people, you know what I'm saying? Like that consistently could just be, you know what I mean? Like, Christy women could just be diabolical sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, and men are very simple. We're simple creatures. We don't ask for nothing. And in fact, in every one of my relationships, women know I never asked for no gifts, no give me money. No, I was always the provider because that's how I was taught. That was that old cloth. When you go to dinner, you take the bill. Even if however things ended, it is what it is. Everything is momentarily anyway, especially in relationships. But when it comes to friendships, them motherfuckers last forever. But that's why I feel like At my age, I met the one, man. I can't, and I'm not, and women know, Zay, I never fucked it up. I never fucked it up. I was always giving, always loving, you know what I'm saying? Women always just didn't know how to handle it, you know what I'm saying? And I like to play, I like to party, I like to go outside, you know what I'm saying? We were always outside, BZ, before the outside was even outside. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, yo, psst, last night, nigga, that night was crazy. And yo, goodbye. That night was diabolical. You went to Cali. Oh my God, nigga. I just got here though, but yo, make you run again whenever you get to Long Beach, Seal Beach. Yo, you, my nigga, that's the thing I always told you and I always knew it. BZ, just go on niggas sometimes. Cause like, you know, you make plans with motherfuckers. I missed you too the long way, you heard? But you know me, like I always, that's like just go, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you always shout out to Mario, you know what I'm saying? I still got that video. We in a whip, nigga, dying laughing, you heard? I think I put it on my joint. Oh, you went to the swap meet. You always was good with the networking, you heard? Yeah. Salute LA. I gotta check it. I did Universal, you know, I landed in LAX. We chilled, we did the Hollywood joint, then we went to Vegas, and that's when we, you know, we got married out there. Then we came back to Cali because she has her work and back to her regimen. And then it took us about a month and a half to get this apartment. But now, you know what I'm saying? Last night. So, yo, you got the door. You know how I live, BZ. No furniture. If you can't leave your crib in 5 seconds, you know what I'm saying, with a couple of credit cards and the shit on your back, you know what I'm saying? Then we got the bedroom. Right now, I have this like 2-inch cushion, y'all, that I put on the bed. And, you know what I'm saying? It makes you feel better. But the reason why the bed is naked is because me being smart, Christmas tree right here, me being smart, I was like, yo, what's the best, comfortablest way to watch TV in your living room? On an air mattress with the comfy lumpy. Got the couch right here, though. Nice leather drawn, you know what I'm saying? And this, compay, is why I'm with my wife. She's very spiritual, very into, you know, bring us money, you know what I'm saying? With the money cat. She has her, look at these fucking, like, look at this. I can't even curse. She don't curse and shit, but look at this. You know, you're not supposed to curse, no bad energy, no, you know, just, and this is her. And look, I'm going to put some of these paintings online for sale. If anybody want to, you know what I'm saying, my baby, look at these joints. Ba, ba, ba. And you got the little kitchen right here. You know what I'm saying? Ba, ba, ba. You know, $900 fridge. I pay $200 on Marketplace. You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? That everything don't got to be brand new. I hate that bullshit, people. Like, thank God for Offer Up and Marketplace, y'all. I'm telling you. I don't have a problem, you know, getting a Nike tech suit for $80. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, compay. You know what I'm saying? And she loves that, you know, I love her. You know, it's being a man. It's being understanding. I don't got a gig. I came out here with like 4 or 5 bands. That's all gone. I still get like maybe $200-300 a month. All that goes to her. And then maybe, you know, my EBT with the comida shit, all that goes to the fridge. But it's knowing that, and she allowing me to, yo, babe, do your shit. But don't just go home and play video and go to sleep. She's like, do something. So I be, you know what I'm saying, on the computer. I'm trying to do a intro for my, you know, your videos and shit like that. I'm steadily, you know what I'm saying? My niggas stay outside. Nah, bro, you always had me, B. That's why I be telling D-Block Payday. I was like, yo, BZ was that one, man. Remember, I'm my lowest, frequency, you always came through. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you was dealing with. And that's another thing that I was a good friend, because a lot of people don't understand. A lot of folk like to just be in BZ life, but they didn't understand BZ. Because you was just a hard nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like you just, but the truth was like, yo, my nigga was going through some shit too, man. And he needed his friends there too. So I was always, accommodating, always going uptown for you, compadre, you know what I mean? But my love for you was always like that. You heard? And I know you and Jimmy were always, that's why I knew. I was like, yo, my nigga gonna still, you know what I'm saying? And I remember one time you said something about like, yo, them coins are still hitting. After, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I knew it. I knew this shit was still gonna be in your favor, you heard? And manifestation, B, was always greatness. Motherfuckers don't know, my man had the Benz and all the latest motorcycles, you heard? You probably got a bike now, I already know. What up, James? How you doing, Pa? What's up, James? We just talking our shit. I been knew you was, yo, when your finances was like, yo, my nigga, I could literally just pull out and pay gas, and you was using their money, your money, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, still got the bike. I already knew that. That's why I said it's one thing to be in your friend's life, but it's another thing to watch, to see. I was always, my risk wasn't there with it, because I was like, oh, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? But you was always, yo, Zay, watch me flip this $5 real quick. Yo, Zay, we got, y'all don't even understand. You know how many nights or days we start with zero, but end up filling up the car and getting weed and getting food and getting gas and we outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand being outside is costly. Like, just being in New York City, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to BX, by the way. Where my nigga BX at? We still love you, BX. That day was glorious, nigga. But shout out to BX, shout out to BZ, you heard? We the real BX, Brooklyn, Queens. That's another thing. Niggas might be like, yo, yeah, you from Queens or you from... That's because we was everywhere, BZ. We was in Queens, we was in BX, Dykeman, Uptown, Downtown, Brooklyn, Uptown, that like... Damn. I hope he good, man. He was one of them ones, man. I know he was signed to Sony. I still got his song on my page with the gorilla. The gorilla, like... That's my nigga BX, bro. And I still shout him out, man. I still shout both of you out. Watch when you talk to my wife. She gonna be like, yeah, you talk about BZ all the time, man. Like, ain't nothing like memories. You know what I'm saying? Of course I miss home. I'm all the way in California. I can't, you know what I'm saying? But, you know me, it was always something I have to do for me. For my son, for me. Like, you know, it's like... People, like, you know how it is. We lend ourselves so much, BZ, that by the time we catch up to us, everybody them either gone or they doing. And you know us, we just let it, all right, whatever. You know, we're like, we cool fucking peoples. You know what I'm saying? That's why we linked. We was always on that page with the bread and, you know, our swag and our energy. Niggas was rappers before. And, you know what I'm saying, with the wavies and shit. So I got clean. You clean, like we just at a better place, you know what I'm saying? And it takes time, man. Time is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand when you going through it though, you know what I'm saying? I remember driving to your job and motherfucking it's a Saturday niggas don't understand, instead of having a day off, my man's working all the time. And that's what I don't like about companies. We were so dependable, and how companies treated us at the end is like, fuck you. It's like, damn, bro, you don't understand? I gave you everything? But whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be another pod. We're going to talk about that. But yo, like and subscribe. If you subscribe to me, I subscribe to you. Random. We in the crib, y'all. We chilling. We outside. We doing the best we can do. And that's all you can do, yo. Pray for the best. Be optimistic. You know my number, BZ. You know what I mean? Random. And I spell it RANDUMB. Like dumb, nigga. Because niggas is dumb and, like, we don't understand. We have all the power. Just stop buying stupid shit. Stop supporting these corporations and shelling all our good money for these fucking dumbass products. You know what I'm saying? I still got my. That's the thing. We were always ahead of the curve. I still got the VR. You know what I'm saying? I knew that VR shit was gonna be a whole new wave. Motherfucking the Quest 3 is even more diabolical, clearer. I wish I had the penny to get the Apple one. That shit is lit. But yeah, man, motherfucking, I still maintain my technology, my little gaming, and what I love. You know what I'm saying? And that's always, you know what I'm saying, technology. Like, we were always tech savvy. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we went through a phase of buying every phone that dropped because we was looking, because we knew the tech was going to get to this place. You always, yo, and that, yo, my nigga, that's the thing. Like, we knew how to wear it. Like, other people, they whole image changes. No, we were still us, but we knew, like, we were nerds, we were athletes, we were fucking thugs, we were sweethearts. We just like the plethora. You see what I mean? Yo, what the hell is the pineapple hat, bro? I'm not even gonna lie. That's a new a device, a phone maybe? That just sounds crazy work, bro. But yeah, bro, truly missed you, BZ. Truly missed you, God. You heard? You know what I'm saying? I never forget those, like, you know, my mom's was my mom's, you know what I'm saying? She didn't like, go figure. My mom's ain't like this, and they fucking legalized it when my sister's older. Ain't that some shit? Niggas used to get arrested for this goddamn thing. Go through fucking hours of bullshit. Me getting kicked out the crib because my mom's, and now it's legal, and my sister be blowing. My pops be eating the edibles and shit. Like, go figure. I told you this shit wasn't that bad. And if you let us do this, we would have just stayed with this shit. We ain't like alcohol. We ain't like the pill and all the other caca. We just like this. They don't like that weed, though. They never listened to us. We was always ahead of the thread, B. We used to tell motherfuckers, yo. You know what I'm saying? Nah. All them alcoholics, nope, just smoke it. Yo, y'all niggas is potheads. Like, they used to make fun of niggas. Y'all not gonna do nothing because, you know, you smoke weed and you just want to lay down. Nigga, we was outside, nigga. We did more. In fact, we did more on weed than we did sober. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? And it's your body. Like, everybody body different. You know, if too many pulls make you tired, don't take too many pulls, goofy. You know, like... They want to believe in us. What's that Michael Jackson song? They want to some shit like that. Like, yo, we were telling everybody about the plant being like not so bad. We were telling everybody like tranquilo, be easy. Yo, I remember New Year's Eve. We almost spent the night in the joint if my man's ain't put the tree's nose in the snow. Literally, we would have did time off of the same weed that now they got dispensaries on every goddamn corner in New York. And they sell caca, nigga. These niggas don't know weed, you know what I'm saying? They be selling caca, nigga. Think the name me. No, I want the old tree's nose that knock a nigga down. Make me laugh. All this weed tastes the same now, you know what I'm saying? They trying to bring back haze and shit, like... Give me that boudet, nigga. Let me relax. But look at the scenery, y'all. Look at them clouds and shit. That shit look like a movie. Random movie. Yo, that Doomsday look crazy. We're watching Stranger Things right now. Yeah, we motherfucking been California sober. All we did was smoke trees nose. They don't understand. They used to demonize marijuana in New York. They used to make you feel like a loser. Niggas used to do community service, ACDs, ROR because of a fucking L, a joint. Yo, I know niggas that did time for a joint, and they take the joint, they stomp it on the ground, and then throw you in hand, making me almost lose my job over, and then go figure 10 years later this shit legal. Like, what? Y'all niggas is dumb as hell, man. Y'all niggas are goofy as hell. Look at the headline, you know what I'm saying? Still got the headline, thank God. Trying to finesse the finessery. Yo, look at this shit, BZ. Look at this shit. You hit this shit. You know, girls be using this shit. Look at this diabolicalness. Look at even the pimple look righteous. God damn it. They got some shit, some filters on these motherfuckers. Let's take that bitch off. We real over here. Remember, stay true in your reality. Manifest greatness. We 75 minutes in. Thank you for rocking. BZ, hit me. You already know how we get down. I do these joints every morning. I'm an early bird. And yeah, shout out to everybody. This was a great motherfucking one. Miss you, love you, bro. You know how that go. That's forever. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Wifey. I love you too, baby. Christy, everybody that was in this motherfucking channel. I hope everybody has a great day. Manifest yourself. And yeah, don't let anybody tell you anything other than you great. You heard? zaydolla random. We outside, baby. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. zaydolla random. Later, y'all. Peace. We outside, baby. Miss you, nigga.